Hello everyone, my name is Nicole Winsbrough, and today I will be going through a lesson plan I created that utilizes a variety of websites for different parts of the lesson. I will also be going more in depth explaining a website called Pixton, which utilizes more creative technology into your lessons. So hopefully with this knowledge and overview of the lesson, it will be able to help new teachers or even teachers who are hoping to use more technology in their classroom and lessons know how to navigate the website and utilize it to their advantage. So as a quick overview, you can see the different parts that we'll be going over in this video regarding to the lesson plan. So first, we're going to go through the lesson plan I created called Types of Doctors, and it includes a presentation of the lesson and the learning objectives and all of that, and then also the schedule, which shows what they'll be doing at different parts of the class, more towards the beginning, the middle, the end, what they will be doing throughout the whole process, as well as an assessment created through Google Forms, which kind of just overall helps the teacher gauge the student understanding. And I will also be going over how to use Pixton and all the different features on the website so that if you want to use it in your future classrooms or your future lessons, you're able to tell which different parts of the website does what, and also tell it to your students. And then I will also be going over one Pixton example that I created for the lesson plan so that you can really see what the website does and how your students, or what your students will be creating. So here you can see the lesson plan that I created using Pixton that surrounds the lesson of kinds of doctors. And it is intended for the 8th grade level, this specific lesson plan. Even though Pixton can be used for a variety of different grade levels as low as 1st grade all the way up. For this specific lesson plan though, it is 8th grade because of the content matter. It is a little more detailed and higher level. So in the first, right here we can see I have Google Slides, which is one of the websites that I mentioned previously where it helps overall just present what you want to do for the lesson and what your intentions are. So if we want to briefly go through this really quickly. So you can see here that it's very visual. There's a lot of different pictures and images that you can use that makes it more useful for presenting the lesson plan as more of a visual aid to help students see what they are going to learn and what they should focus on. So as you can see, we have right here, we have the content learning goals, we have the story to start the lesson and kind of engage the students more. We have the design challenge statement, which is what they'll be, which will tie into Pixton. And then you have the criteria and limitations, so the specific different expectations you have from them when they're working. So if we go back to the lesson plan, that was the first on Google Slides. And then moving on, we have the lesson schedule, which is overall just to help the teacher keep track of time and overall helps with organization of the entire lesson. So here you can see we have the introduction, the middle, and what they're going to be doing during student group work time, and overall like the conclusion and the whole summary of the entire lesson. So this kind of just helps keep track of the overall lesson and also make sure that the teacher is including everything that she wants the students to learn, such as like collaboration and demonstrating their understanding towards the end. And right here, lastly, we have the assessment tool, which is another one of the websites that I was saying could help utilize and help with your lesson plan. And if we go here, it is through Google Forms, which Google Forms is very good for assessment because it helps the teacher see student understanding and see what maybe they need to improve on or what they need to teach more of in the classroom. And it has a variety of different questions. This one specifically pertains to the kinds of doctors lesson that I was teaching, but you can use it for a bunch of different subjects and content matter. And they have a variety of different assessment questions, such as multiple choice, short answer, select all that apply, and you can insert images and everything like that. And then it also includes an answer key and just all those different good assessment items. So if we go back here, the last thing is the link to your completed design challenge, which I will be going over later because that is an example of what exactly Pixton produces. So now looking at Pixton, we can see its different features that it provides and how overall it allows the students to kind of tell a story throughout their lesson depending on what their lesson is. And as you can see here, there's these different panels, which are the different little boxes of the comic strips that you'll see at the end of the finished product. And they have all of the different categories up here in terms of how you can edit it and what you can add or edit in your comic strip in order to fully build the story. So here you can see they have a bunch of different backgrounds and a bunch of different options for your backgrounds depending on the lesson plan. So in my case, for kinds of doctors, it was very useful to use a hospital setting. Here you can do the characters, which once again, very large variety. So it gives it a little bit more representation, and students are maybe able to use people that look like them or look like their friends. So it really adds to that more personal side of the assignment. And then here's the focus, which just has different kinds of effects, like visual effects for the images, and then words for overall dialogue to truly build the story. So that's basically Pixton. It does have a lot of different features that allows the students to kind of let their imagination and creativity run free while having fun at the same time. So I feel like it's very useful when it comes to telling different stories and having the students fully grasp what they should be learning. So to wrap up and summarize this overall video, I wanted to go over the two main key points that I made throughout the video, and the first one being that Pixton helps with linking art and STEM throughout creating comic strips, and really just overall allows the students to be more creative and show more personality throughout their work. This helps with student engagement and also helps with just students learning the content since they are more invested. And the second and last being, there are different websites that teachers can use to help with their lessons/lesson plans. So I specifically went over Google Forms, which is a form of assessment, and you can make different questions and overall just gauge where students are, what you need to work on. And also Google Docs, which could be utilized as a visual aid to demonstrate your lesson plan and what you expect from your students, as well as what they're going to be learning. So I hope that throughout this video I was able to inspire any students or help any students, or any teachers, my apologies, any teachers with possibly using technology or Pixton in their future lesson or lesson plan, since it is such an upsurge in schools. So thank you so much for watching.